So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Ivan Toney FC, baby. This guy, not these guys, this guy has been calling for this bad man to come to my football club for as long as I can remember. Now it's fashionable. Everybody wants Ivan Toney. What happened to Eddie? What happened to Eddie? He can do a job. Oh, you've all realised he's no good. Okay, cool. Thanks. Just saying. Just saying. As you can see, sarcastic Lee Gunner is in full force tonight. Cheers, guys. Do smash the like button. Do subscribe to the channel as well. Big up to everyone, man. The road to 100k is on. It is flying. 87.5k is insane levels. I can't lie. So appreciate all the love. If you are new to the channel, what are you waiting for? It's free to subscribe. It's free content. Don't have to pay for it. And make sure you leave your comments and super chats down below. And yeah, let's talk about Ivan Toney, because this is real. This is not a made up story. Yeah, and I fully believe this. Fully believe that he is going to sign for Arsenal in January. The reason I'm so confident is, number one, I think we desperately need a striker. I think that Eddie Nketiah, as we've all found out, some of us later than others, is not the guy. He's not the answer. He's scored a total of 39 career goals. He's 24 years old. When Ivan Toney was 24, 3 years ago, he was breaking championship goal scoring records. The levels are staggering. Eddie couldn't even get into Leeds' team. 5 goals in 19 appearances for Leeds. I think a lot of people seem to think Eddie's a young prospect that's still like 19 or something. He's 24 years old. You're not the guy, my friend. Maybe he could be used as a make weight in the deal. I don't know. But what I do know is that we need an upgrade. And this guy, Ivan Toney, for me, if we sign him in January, depends where we are in the league. Obviously, if we're 10 points behind, then probably won't win the league. But if we do sign Ivan Toney in January, despite having all that length of time off, 8 months or whatever it would have been by then for the breaches of rules for gambling and stuff like that as a player, I think that we have a great chance to go and win the title. We obviously missed out last season by 5 points. We beat Man City at the weekend. I think that we've been in contact with Toney and his people. I think we've been in contact with Brentford. The Brentford manager was on Monday Night Football last month. I want to read this out because I'm not sure everyone's heard this. So I didn't even know he'd said this, to be fair. But anyway, Brentford are set to demand around 60 million for Toney. The player is said to be interested in a move to the Emirates, according to the Daily Mail. Oh, fake news. Well, it's only fake news if you don't believe it, my friend. Toney is coveting Arsenal, with the player's character and physicality appealing to Arteta, along with his prolific scoring record. Brentford boss Thomas Frank has admitted he would be willing to sell him if the club were to match their asking price. He said, "I think every club in the world are selling clubs except for about 5 or 6. He told Sky Sports Monday Night Football last month. "We are a selling club if the right price is there, and I think it's the right time for the players to go. That's not my decision. That would be down to the director of football, Phil Giles, or chairman, Matthew Benham, in the end. But if I think a player's developed well with us and been on the journey and they have proven enough to go to a top club, then I think it's the right thing if we get the right price." He then said, "I understand why there are a lot of rumours out there for him. For me, I think he's one of the best strikers as a number 9. I don't see many out there in the world who are better. Of course, we have Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, Erling Haaland, these types, but not many scored 20 in the Premier League last year. And of course, a very good Brentford side, but one which is not creating many chances as a top 6 or 7 team. So imagine him in a top team. He'd easily score 20, 25. I think he's composed, a good finisher, top mentality. So I understand why clubs are looking at him." Now, let me tell you right now, two of my pals are mates with this guy, like legit, certified, on holidays, dining, whining. Well, not whining, fools. Whining and dining. Now, listen, I'm not one that's going to go asking, "Oh, what's he doing?" I'm not like that. Yeah, but what that Thomas Frank said there, great mentality, great physicality, works hard. Everything I've read right there and read out to you, I have been told by my pals. Yeah, he's a great trainer. He works his nuts off. Yeah, that's cool. I'd expect a player to work their nuts off, but he's leveled up every year. So it's clearly working. Yeah. The fact that he's got all types of different goals in him, the fact he's a hold-up player, the fact he can run the channels, the fact he can score penalties with consummate ease, the fact he can score free kicks, the fact that he's a different type of striker to what we have. Yeah. Now, for me personally, if it's a choice of Arsenal and Chelsea, I'd be going Arsenal. Taking my Arsenal cap off, I'm still going to Arsenal. Chelsea are a mess right now. Why would you go there? You're 27 years old. You're going to be in the last contract, potentially one little one after that. Why would you want to go to a team that is in a mess when you could go to a team that is potentially going to challenge for the title and with you in it could get that team over the line, become a hero of the club? First time in 20 years we'd win a title and he could be the focal point up front. Trust me, I think this is happening. I am super confident we're signing this guy. Trust me. Yeah, 60 million quid. That will be the best 60 million quid we've spent for a long time. And I am so confident that if we sign this guy in January, I don't think he's allowed to play until the 17th of January because he's currently banned for the gambling offences. But I'm pretty sure that from when he is allowed to play to the end of the season, he'll bag at least 15 goals. I watched the podcast he did on what channel was it? I can't remember. Yeah, with Steve Bartlett. I can't remember. Diaries of a CEO. Sam. I can't remember the channel. But anyway, and he sat there and he said, Toney, he said, I'm only going to a club that I'm the main man. Yeah, I don't want to be the second man or the third man. I need to be the main man up front. Now, a lot of people will sit there and say, well, does he get in over Jesus? 100% he gets in over Jesus. Jesus is a top player. Yeah, but let me tell you now, this guy is an elite level striker in the making. For the next 4 years, we could have a top baller on our hands. He's already a top footballer. Well, now we could have an elite level goal scorer. And when you look at the team that we're trying to overtake, Man City, they got the Dolphin up front bagging 50 goals a season. Where's our 50 goals a season? Oh, but Lee, we spread them all out around the team. Nobody cares. I want a bad man finisher up front. Ivan Toney is the guy. Get that guy to this football club in January. I don't want to hear no if, buts or maybes. Sign him. Even if they demand 75 million, sign him. Even if they demand 85 million, sign him. I've seen people say, oh, but Lee, yeah, well, maybe we should go buy Victor Osimhen instead. Why? Why would we go and sign Victor Osimhen for 150 million quid when he's never played in the Premier League, never lived in England, never lived in a big city, he lives in Naples? Yeah, all of the lights of London, all of the lights. Yeah, could be a big distraction. He might not settle. Who knows? Ivan Toney lives, works in London. You don't need to move. Training ground's just, another 6 mile up the road, 7 mile up the road, or whatever it is. Perfect signing. Can bag 20, 25 goals, takes us to another level, gives us something different up front. We could use Jesus as a winger or as a second striker. We could maybe play him just behind Ivan Toney in certain games. We could play him on the wing like we did at the weekend against Man City where he played right wing. We've been playing him on the left wing at times this season. So I think that with Martinelli, Trossard, Saka, Toney, Odegaard, I think if we have that as our strike force, oh my days, I think we're cooking. We are actually cooking. And I think that takes us a lot closer to Man City. Now listen, I still think we can win the league even without him, but I don't think we will. With him, I think we've got a better chance. But don't just stop at signing Ivan Toney in January. I want Pedro Netto at this football club as well. That guy is one of the best wingers in world football. Yeah, I don't care that, oh, but he ain't got no goals and assists. Oh, he only scores it. He's been out injured for 2 years, 2 ACL injuries. Yeah, and he's still one of the best wingers in the world. Yeah, technical ability level 1 billion, mate. That guy is so quick, so good with his feet. Yeah, but he plays for Wolves. So he's not going to be the superstar. He's not going to be the hustler. Oh, he's not got 20 goals and assists. You put Pedro Netto in a top team, that guy flies. Yeah, unbelievably talented player. So go and get both of them. Yeah, and we see last season that Arsenal came to January. We were 8 points clear. Our CEO, thank God he's leaving in the summer. Go back to DFS and sell sofas, mate. Yeah, he's sat on Sky Sports and said, well, top four's the aim. That sums it all up. However, fast forward to now the 11th of October, we've just beaten Man City at the weekend. Eddie Nketiah is not the guy. I think that's universally known now. Don't know what took everyone 2 years to figure it out, but there we go. It is what it is. And maybe, just maybe, Mikel Arteta, Edu, and the people higher up are sitting there going, do you know what? We can win it this year. Yeah, let's go and do it in January. Because I'll tell you what, if we'd gone out in January last year and signed Ivan Toney, yes, he would have been banned at the end of the season, or just before the end of the season for his gambling and that. But if we'd gone and been a bit more serious in January last January, we probably would have won the league. So I'm hoping that this football club, yeah, someone at that football club must be sitting there going, right, him and him, they're coming in and winning the league this season. Because this January, I'll tell you now, if we do not sign either of them, I'm gassed if we sign both, because I rate both of them players. I'll be super hyped if we sign both. But if it's just Ivan Toney, I'll be buzzing. Yeah, get me both. Oh, my days. Yeah, the wet floor signs will be out. Yeah, I might actually buy a shirt. Don't worry. I will get the Declan Rice shirt, people. Relax. Calma. But if we get Ivan Toney, I think we have a great chance of winning the title. We get Pedro Netto, I think it's done. Yeah, I genuinely think that. As long as we keep Saliba fit and Gabriel fit, I think we win the league. If we get both of them. If we get one, then hopefully it'll be Toney, because I think we need him more in our team than Neto if it's just one or the other. But give me both. This football club needs to start acting like a big football club. Yeah, we're the third biggest club in England for a reason, because we've won the biggest amount of trophies. Start acting like it. 20 years without a title is an absolute disgrace. Yeah, and the audacity to put it on the stitching down the side of the shirt with the wins and the draws. Yeah, you better win it this season. Yeah, so show me, show everyone else, show the manager, yeah, and show all the other people around the world that don't support Arsenal, that go, oh, yeah, whatever. You know, it's only Arsenal, Asna. It's all about the Asna. Yeah, tell them, show them we're serious. Because I'll tell you now, I'll soon shut up. Win me a title, I'm happy. Yeah. Oh, but then Lee, you'll find something else to moan about. Yeah, do you know what? Don't see none of this rubbish at other clubs across the world. Win titles or get sacked. Win titles or get sacked. Even if you win a title, you might still get sacked. Like, that's how it rolls around the other countries. So you always have to keep the standards high. You always have to keep the levels high. You always have to be able to do the best you can do for the club. We're not skin. We have got so much money at that football club. It is unbelievable. So this January, you better be signing me Ivan Toney and go and get me Pedro Netto as well from Wolves. I don't even think he'd cost that much, if I'm honest. Yeah, we could go and bully Wolves. No disrespect to Wolves. We can go and bully them. Yeah, 40 mil. Jog on. We're having him. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? He'll come. He'll come to Arsenal all day long. Yeah, unbelievable player as well, man. So, yeah, hopefully we can sign both. But listen, I'm pretty adamant we're getting Toney anyway. And adios, Eddie and Nketiah. Not good enough, mate. Get in the bin. Maybe we could do a swap deal. Maybe he could go there. I'm not quite sure if they're paying him 100 grand a week, though, which is what he's nicking now, wearing Thierry Henry's shirt on his back. Unbelievable, Jeff. But we'll see, innit? We'll see. And like I said before on different shows, we could pay a little bit extra for Toney to cover the drop in wages for Eddie for the next couple of years, just to get him out of the club and get Toney in. And if we do that, I'm buzzing with that, because now we've got him out. We've got an elite level goal scorer in front of us. Yeah, and then when we're going into games where we're on the edge of the box like we were the other day and against Tottenham, no out ball, pinging it up to Eddie, it's coming straight back. Now you're pinging it up to Ivan Toney and it's sticking, and now your wingers are on their bike and bosh, you're going to score goals, or at least have shots. Yeah, you're more dangerous. It's a different angle. Yeah, different way of playing at times. You need to have variety. All of this one way rubbish. No, not for me, man. Yeah, we haven't got a striker like him at our club to go and buy him. Yeah, in fact, last season, take Harry Kane out of the equation, he was the best English striker in there. Yeah, and we know Harry Kane's an elite world-class footballer. Yeah, I think he was the third top goal scorer in the Premier League last season, wasn't he? Third top behind Erling Haaland and Harry Kane. Get him at Arsenal. Why ain't he even here? Get him here now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Leave it all in the comment section down below. Smash the like button into oblivion. Make sure you are subscribing. Subtly Reacts. I dropped a video about Eden Hazard on that channel. How good was he? Go and check it out. And yeah, man, I'll be back again tomorrow. I need to check that Saeed, Northside and Flawless are on. If so, that'll be on here at 2 p.m. No, 1 p.m. Sorry, I'm lying. 1 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Spanish time. And I'll have a video dropping on the second channel tomorrow as well. But leave your comments about Toney down below. Pedro Netto as well. Is there anyone else you want to see? Is Toney and Pedro Netto going to win us the league? Are they good enough? Etc. 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 Leave all of yours down below. And yeah, people, we're out of here. Adios. Ciao.